We're going to take a few questions from the audience.
Before I answer that, can I ask you a question?
Absolutely.
Is that a British accent?
That is a British accent. That's my normal accent. I normally use an English accent when I'm doing my YouTube reviews, but I'm actually speaking to you in my native tongue right now.
Shane, I don't know what accent that is. It's not British.
It's absolutely British.
No, don't ever do that again.
This is kind of a big question that I just answered. Hi Brass, what is your take on movie reviewers that don't show their equipment? Can you really rate audio and video on subpar equipment? You are the only one that I trust.
Oh.
You know, you being a former 4K reviewer, movie reviewer yourself.
I'm not a former anything. Listen, let's just get this out of the way, okay?
Former.
I know I'm really bad. I keep telling people I'm coming back. I have multiple jobs, okay? So that's what it is. But Connor's going to be back soon. What do you think? Does equipment count? Yes, of course it does. Because if you have... I know a lot of people who have a really good 4K player, but have a mediocre, well, a low-end 4K television. You're not going to get the best picture quality. Even if it's reversed. You can have an LG OLED, and if you're playing it through an Xbox One X, playing your 4K Blu-rays through that, you're not going to get the best picture quality. Now, should people tell you and show you what they have? I guess so. I guess if you're new, but I guess if you have established yourselves, like, what's the question really? What, for new reviewers, or generally should people say what they have? I think people should say what they have.
I think it's should you? Well, I think the question is, should you trust them if they just say they have something? Like, I could say that I have an 8K TV and $150,000 audio system, so my reviews are spot on. But if I never show it to you, how do you know? Are you going to trust me, or are you just going to trust my word?
I think it matters. I think it does matter, but I think it also doesn't, because reviews are subjective, right? At the end of the day, what I'm looking for in a 4K movie might not be what someone else is looking for. For instance, I watch 4K movies on movie mode. There are a lot of people who watch it on standard mode because they like to see different aspects of the picture quality.
Right,
because the picture quality will always be subjective. So, irrespective of TV or the equipment, it's always going to be subjective. I think people follow reviewers who usually have good credit with them, and I think you and I do. I think AR Media does, because I think in most cases they see what we see, and all three of us have very different systems, which is actually the opposite of what I'm saying, because you've got a projector, you've got OLED TVs, I've got an LED TV, AR Media has an OLED, so, and I think we mostly agree on, as far as our review scores go, we're pretty much on par, give or take a number here and there, you will pretty much give out the same reviews, don't you think? I mean, you have other reviews, like, okay, now this isn't throwing a shot. Like, let's say, for instance, and this is not a shot.
Yeah, it is. Go ahead, do it.
Like you have Blu-ray Critic, okay?
Oh, shit, okay.
So you will see.
This is a shot.
There's a lot of.
You don't want a shot.
No, there's a lot of. There are a lot of movies he reviews which I totally disagree with. Because he's looking for different things, I'm looking for different things. I think he spoke highly of quite a lot of transfers, but to me, pretty trashy. So yeah, I mean there are going to be some, but I think generally, equipment is important. I don't know why you would want to do a YouTube channel and be passionate enough about 4Ks to review them on YouTube and not kind of have the right equipment. Because if you're enthusiastic enough about 4K, I would imagine that you'd be enthusiastic enough about tech.
Let's All right, let's say somebody was like, "Hey, man, let me review a 4K movie, but I'm gonna use my iPad Pro that's got HDR, so I can still review HDR because my iPad Pro has HDR. So I'm just gonna review movies on that."
Yeah, you can't.
So you can't do that.
It's not HDR certified. It's only got, I believe it's only got 550 nits, right? Peak. So it's not HDR certified. You're not getting HDR10. It's downscaling, I believe, or it's artificially giving you what you need.
Well, that's like saying, hey, let's have a Blu-ray reviewer do a review on a movie with a $200 Sharp TV.
Yeah,
and this is what I see. Would you trust that guy over one that's got like a flagship product?
No, you can't. Well, I mean, you can't because, I mean, let's think of what's a reference movie. Let's say you've got John Wick 2. I would imagine that would look pretty good on most TVs. It would probably look better. He would probably be able to ascertain that it looks better than some of his other 4K Blu-rays. But when it comes to the details of the 4K, when he's talking about depth, and he's going to talk about the colors popping and spectral highlights and whatnot, he's not really going to be able to really talk about them on a budget TV because they're not going to showcase that. I think a budget 4K TV is something that just does the job.
Mm-hmm.
You know, which is something you shouldn't really do.
So yes,
you know, I wouldn't take a person seriously who does that.
So I think so. You're saying don't trust the Blu-ray critic because he doesn't show his shit.
Well, I mean, I think trust him if you know. I think the thing with Blu-ray critic is one thing he has over. I mean, he's been around before us, hasn't he?
Yeah, he's been around for like forever.
Yeah, so he's got tenure on YouTube. So I think he's definitely built up credit with people because I think people go by his recommendations, and I think people stay with him because they agree with a lot of what he says.
He does get everything before everybody else, though. I'll give him that.
That's true too. And also he's you know, he's very much straight to the point, isn't he? You know, he's very much like, okay, you know, he spends 2-3 minutes talking about it, you know, this is what it is, this is what it is. And I think people like that. You're the same, but you are more technical, you go more in depth than me. Well, you know, I'm just talking about, panties dropping and all kinds of stuff. So yes, it's crazy.
Okay, so you're saying you're saying don't.
I do think we're the best though.
You're saying don't trust the Blu-ray critic. That's what. Let's just skip to the end here. Don't trust the Blu-ray critic.
Yeah, but look.
I didn't say it. I'm just reiterating the fact. I'm just translating British terms to the American audience. You said don't trust the Blu-ray critic.
I think you should.
Blu-ray critic, I absolutely trust you. I don't know you, but I trust you. But Brass Tacks is saying, I don't trust you.
You troublemaker.
God damn.
But then you have AR Media. We love AR.
I think he showed his stuff, didn't he? Didn't he show his gear? Pretty sure he did.
Huh?
I'm pretty sure he showed his gear, right?
No, but you shouldn't trust AR Media because of his smile.
Oh yeah. Wait, what's his catchphrase? He's got a catchphrrise. What's the catchphrase I'm getting?
Hi guys.
Oh yeah. I'm not gonna do it.
Hi guys.
Hi guys. Hi guys.
Yeah, I think that's.
Wait, is it hi guys or hey guys? Hey guys.
Hey guys.
Hi guys.
You know what it is though?
Huh? Okay.
I think he's always too happy for my liking. That's the problem. I don't like that he's so happy. It's unnerving. It's unsettling. And because of that, I can't really trust him.
Alright, okay. Let's just wrap up that last guy's question. So, do not trust people that do not show their audio gear.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. I wouldn't trust them. He says don't trust them. Trust the Blu-ray critic? I trust him. He doesn't trust him. I trust him. But yeah. But let's shout out to AKA Zimba. He gave us $2. I'll make sure I give you make sure I give you $1.